Second chance at dawn, I woke up with a start, sunlight stabbing my eyes. My chest heaved as panic gripped me, and for a moment I wasn't sure where I was. Then it all came rushing back. The betrayals, the heartbreaks, the loneliness, the bitter taste of my first life. And the strangest thing, I was alive. Young, 18 again. I touched my face, heart hammering. Could life really be giving me a second chance? Could it be real? My room smelled the same as it had years ago, yet everything felt different. Me, stronger, sharper, wiser. I swung my legs over the side of the bed and tried to steady my breathing. This time, I would not fail. Cale, of course Cale. My childhood friend, quiet, loyal, always watching. In my first life, I had ignored him, thinking I could survive alone. But now, he was the first person I thought of. I needed allies, and I needed to choose them carefully. Down the hallway, I spotted him sitting on the steps, sketchbook in hand, first oblivious to the world. His eyes lifted when he noticed me, a small, hesitant smile forming. "Alara," he said softly. "Are you okay?" I forced a smile, feeling the weight of my memories pressing down. "I'm fine, Cale. Just different today." He frowned. Different? How could I explain that I remembered everything? That I knew exactly what would happen if I made the same mistakes again? I shook my head. Never mind. School was like stepping into a battlefield I had already mapped. I recognized every face, the ones who would betray me, the ones who pretended to care, the ones I had overlooked before. Leora, of course. Her sharp smile, that cruel glint in her eyes. In my first life, she had ruined me. I felt the old anger rise, but I caught it. Not this time. I had learned better. Instead, I observed, I listened, I planned. Every whisper, every glance, every subtle gesture, it all mattered. By the afternoon, I had begun testing my new approach. I helped a classmate with their notes, smiled genuinely at a teacher who had ignored me before, and avoided Leora's usual traps. Every small victory felt exhilarating. During lunch, Cale approached me again, lowering his voice. "You're acting differently. I like it, but you're kind of scary now." I laughed softly. "Scary? Maybe. Careful? Definitely. I can't afford to be naive again." He looked at me, those quiet, dark eyes holding something I had never noticed before. Respect, maybe even admiration. For the first time, Cale wasn't just my friend, he could be my anchor. Weeks passed, and I watched the world differently. I forgave those who could be saved, avoided the ones who could not, and quietly built alliances with people I had overlooked before. Leora, though, she kept showing up in my path. I could have humiliated her, exposed her, ruined her life the way she had done to me. But I didn't. Instead, I helped her discreetly, letting her struggle and eventually succeed on her own. Watching her claw her way forward gave me a strange satisfaction. Strength isn't revenge, it's rising above the bitterness that wants to consume you. And then there was Ren. The boy I had ignored in my first life, blind to the way he had always cared. This time I noticed him. Small gestures, a lingering glance, a hand that brushed mine accidentally, made my heart tighten. I didn't rush him. I didn't rush anything. I had learned the value of patience. Slowly, naturally, we grew close, and for the first time, I felt a warmth I hadn't dared to imagine before. Not all surprises were easy. Cale warned me one afternoon about people following me, whispering my name, asking questions, threats from the past, or new enemies. I had walked blindly into traps before, but this time I was ready. I observed, I prepared, I acted quietly, and when the moment came, I handled it without letting anyone else know. I was no longer the naive girl who let betrayal define her. I was Alara, strong, patient, unbreakable. Yet even in triumph, life tested me. A trusted friend, someone I had believed in, betrayed me in subtle ways. Lies whispered behind my back, manipulation I hadn't expected. My heart flinched, my anger threatened to rise, but I breathed deeply and made a choice. I would not let bitterness control me. I would not fall back into old patterns. Instead, I confronted the situation calmly, subtly, and without exposing my emotions. By the time summer came, I had grown into someone I barely recognized. A girl who remembered pain but was no longer ruled by it. A young woman who could navigate the complexities of human hearts with careful wisdom. Ren and I had grown closer, not through drama, but through patience, understanding, and quiet shared moments. Cale remained my steadfast anchor, his loyalty unshakable. Even Leora, once my enemy, had become a test of my growth and patience. And on nights when the moonlight spilled over the river, where I had once wept alone in my first life, I would sit on the banks and whisper, This time, I will not fail. This time, I will truly live. The world was still cruel, yes. Life still carried danger, heartbreak, and betrayal. But I had learned that strength wasn't in revenge, and love wasn't in desperation. Strength was patience, love was understanding, and life could be beautiful if you chose wisely. I had been reborn, not just in body but in spirit, and this time I would live fully, without regret, without fear, and without allowing the past to steal me ever again. For the first time, I smiled and meant it. This was my second chance, my life, and I wasn't letting it slip away.